So, good day once again sa ating lahat. This time I will be explaining the last portion of our laboratory work in Taylor series. So, this is the third and last item that we have in our examples. And this time we have function of y is equal to ln of y as our example. So, later I will demonstrate how we did this in Excel, how we did the Taylor approximation of this function in Excel, and also its errors. And for now, I'll just be uh, giving us the condition that y should not be greater than 0. Because if we try to change the value of y to something greater than 0, let's say the value of y is equal to 3, then the error will also become huge, just like what happened in the previous item. So, so here, let's just try to focus on trying to meet the conditions, which is y should not be greater than 0. So let's just try 0.75. So here are the corresponding values when the y is 0.75. So the Taylor series of the function of y is equal to ln of y is this. The summation of the value of negative 1 raised to n plus 1 times the quantity of y minus 1 raised to n all over n from n is equal to 1 to n is equal to positive infinity. So here are the values of n in the first column and the values of negative 1 raised to n plus 1 is in the second column. The values of y minus 1 raised to n all over n is here in the fourth column. And the values of the approximation is the fifth column. And the values of the error is in the sixth column. So the Taylor series is actually centered at 0, which makes it a Maclaurin series. So the third column is composed of y minus 1 raised to n. So we only use this column so that our Excel would become easier to solve or to be able to demonstrate it. So I will try to explain this later kung bakit namin ginamitan ng y minus 1 raised to n when in fact we already have this y minus 1 raised to n all over n. So now let's go to our next sheet. So enter the value of y, or the value of y na lang. Value of y is equal to 0.75. So let's just try to make this look better. So I'll just copy the values of this. So now we're done with the labels of the corresponding columns. Now that we're done with the labels of the corresponding columns, now we will try to find the value of n. We said earlier that the value of our n this time will start at 1 and not at 0. So we will also do that here. We will start the n with the value of 1 and we will try to do the same for the rest. So the n progresses until it reaches the value of 20. And let's say 20 na lang kasi sa example natin ay hanggang 19. So 19 na lang pala. So we'll have a value of 19 as our maximum to be demonstrated here in our Excel. And now for the second column, negative 1 raised to n plus 1, we will just use this as our n plus 1. So this will be the exponent, n plus 1. And we will have negative 1 as the base. sorry. So here, we already have 1. And here, same thing could be seen here. In our second column, the first value is 1. So now we will try to do the same formula for the rest. So now we will have a value of 1, negative 1, 1, negative 1, and so forth. The same happened in our second column in this spreadsheet number 1. 1, negative 1, 1, negative 1, and so forth. That's what happened in the second column. So now in the third column, and just uh, we'll have another exponent of n and the base of y minus 1. So the value will now be equal to negative 0.25. So we will do the same for the rest, and we will have a value of negative 0.25 or 0.0625, negative 0.015625, and so forth. So as the value of n progresses, the value of y minus 1 raised to n decreases and it goes closer and closer to 0. You can see here in our spreadsheet number 1 that the value of y minus 1 raised to n is now rounded off to 0 starting from n is equal to 8. But here we can see a more detailed value which is very little value dahil nakikita mo ang exponent niya is negative 6 na. So from the value of 9 of n is equal to 9 and the value of n is equal to 19 magiging negative 3.6379 raised to negative 12. So it's very close to 0 already. So here in the fourth column, we have y minus 1 raised to n all over n. So here we have y minus 1 raised to n all over n also. So now what we're going to do is simply use this column y minus 1 raised to n and divide that by the first column, which is the column of n. So if we try to put enter, we can see that we now have a value of negative 0.25 and we will just drag down until the last point or until the last value of n. So we have another value of y minus 1 raised to n all over n getting closer to 0. So in our spreadsheet 1, we can see that it is now approximated to 0 dahil naka-round off to into 4 decimal places to make things look simpler. However, here I'm trying to explain what the real approximations look like. So it's here. It's actually not 0, but it gets closer to 0 as the value of n progresses. Now let's move on to our approximations, ln of y. So the ln of y is simply uh, the approximation, which is the Taylor series itself. So we can see in our Taylor series that the ln of y is equal to the summation from n is equal to 1, negative 1 raised to n plus 1 times the quantity of y minus 1 raised to n all over n. So we can see here we have y minus 1 raised to n all over n times negative 1 raised to n plus 1. So what we're going to do is we just multiply that because we have n is equal to 1 naman. So we just multiply that. So we have this times this. Okay, so let's enter negative 0.25. We can see in our spreadsheet 1 that the value is negative 0.25 also. Now, what we're going to do is since ang usapan is summation, we need to get the sum. Okay? So when we get the sum, as the value of n progresses, what we're going to do is to add this one to the value of the next product of the Taylor series. So we add the previous, which is this one. We add this to the value of the next product, which is this column plus times this column. So now we have a value of negative 0.2813 because this is approximated to 4 digits or to 4 decimal places, and the real value of the approximation is negative 0.28125. So now let's do the same for the rest. Now you can see that the value of ln of y gets closer and closer to the real value. The value of approximation gets closer and closer to the real value of ln of y. So let's try to compute the value of ln of y. Ln of y is equal to 0.75. That would be equal to negative 0.287682. So makikita natin that as the value of n progresses, the value of the approximation also gets closer to the real value, which is negative 0.28762. It's almost the same already here. N is equal to 19 pa lang yan. So when we try to add more n's, like n is equal to 20 until infinity, it gets very little error already, and it's almost the same with the real value already. So now let's try to compute for the error. The error is basically the difference between the approximation and the real value of y, which is ln of y. So makikita natin that the error here in our spreadsheet 1 is 0.0377, and makikita natin we have a more exact value of error here, and as the value of the n progresses, the error gets closer to 0. So makikita natin the error is very close to 0 right now that the n is equal to 19. So yun lamang ang aming presentation for this final example of our Taylor series, and thank you and God bless.